What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. And hey, what's going on, good-looking people? I'm back on camera. Haven't been on camera in a little while, but I decided to give you a face-to-face. Because unlike Macho Man, that is nothing face-to-face. Dead on Dave loves everything face-to-face. I want you to look in my eyes as this happens to you. Anyway, you guys are here for your Smack Digging It Down review. Yes, that's right. It's time for Smackdown once again. So The Rock says this. You'll strap in and you'll watch Smackdown. You'll watch The Rock show. You'll watch The People's show. Sounds more like Barack Obama, but that's okay. I got the hand down, the mannerisms. Bring the ass. Anyway. That's right, you're here for Smackdown. Now, I'm sure I just alienated a bunch of people, but that's okay. That's what Dead on Dave does. He unites some. He polarizes others. That's okay. That's what I do. So anyway, it's time for Smackdown. And as you know, I have not watched Smackdown yet. No. Of course, I'm going to watch it right now and give you my segment-by-segment reactions. Why? Because that's the way I roll. It's the way I like to do. And as much as I love my copious amounts of notes, it does get taxing on the old writing hand. I'm not left-handed. My right hand has a mouse, so I mimed with my left. Don't judge me. Don't judge me! Anyway, Smackdown time. Let's get into it. And remember, the times that I call out are without commercials, so if you're following along at home, which I know so many of you probably like to do, this is without commercials. So it's confusing, and it's probably meaningless, because who watches it without commercials? I don't know. But let's get into it and watch Smackdown, coming off of a really solid show on Monday. Really solid. The more I reflect on Raw, the more I really become more convinced at how good Raw was. The building of it, the pacing of it, the promos were top friggin' shelf. So that's what you got to look at. But at the most important aspect of it, I was entertained from beginning to end, and that's the most important thing. Screw the promo work. He's not technical enough. I wish there was more technicality in the wrestling matches. I wish there was more blood in the wrestling matches. Who cares about all that shit? If you're entertained, you're entertained. That means it's a good show. So let's see if SmackDown is able to fit the same criteria and entertain my big ass. Here we go. SmackDown. Let's do it. So about 10 minutes in, and we kick off the show with Sheamus. Yes, Sheamus. But you know what? He delivers a pretty damn good promo. He talks about everybody calling him stupid, that he looks stupid. Well, how stupid does he look now? Because he is the WWE's Money in the Bank winner. So he's looking pretty smart from this guy's perspective. Now, he goes on to say that he is going to cash in his Money in the Bank and nobody is going to stop him. And he talks, at length, all these things, and that's perfectly fine. And it was a good promo. Then he gets interrupted by the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose, who says, "Oh, no one's going to stop you, huh? Well, what about me? I'm going to take that Money in the Bank and give it back to Roman Reigns." Well, Sheamus goes on and makes some funny comments about the fact that that's what Dean Ambrose does. He steals everything. He's a kleptomaniac. He steals shit. That's what he does, and he's not wrong. But he can't deliver on the big stage. Dean can't seem to win the big one. Again, a truth. Heels are at best when they speak the truth, because the truth hurts more than anything else. It cuts deeper than anything else. It leaves a bigger bruise than anything else. So Dean gets butthurt, gets into the ring, and out comes Kane to do to him exactly what they did to Randy Orton on Monday. 2-on-1 handicap match, and that's starting right now. I like the opening segment. I think it sets up the rest of the show, which I think is important that an opening promo does, and that's what it did. So let's get back to it. Let's check out this match between Sheamus and Kane versus Dean Ambrose in a 2-on-1 handicap match. But I think we know what's going to happen. One gorgeous-looking Samoan might be making the save. Let's find out what happens. So about 13 and a half minutes in, and as predicted, if you will, match got out of control. They started beating Dean down, and then out comes the Samoan sex machine, Roman Reigns, to make the save. and give the victory to Sheamus and Kane. Why do I mention that? Because victories are still important to me, no matter how they happen in the record book, if there is even still one that is kept. Sheamus and Kane, not Roman Reigns, are the victors in this match. And wins are important to me, damn it. Not really. So, we got that. Roman Reigns making the save. The match was throwaway. Dean did some good stuff early on. It was really quick. Did a lot of offense trying to take care of both guys. I think we all know that we're going to get a tag team match later on, and that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and move on into the real stuff that's going to be happening into SmackDown. The meat and potatoes of the show. Let's get back into it. Here we go. 15 minutes in, and holy crap, WWE has hired Gwen Stefani to do backstage interviews. Oh, wait, that wasn't Gwen Stefani. That was Renee Young doing her best Gwen Stefani impression, apparently. She looked just like her. That was amazing. Anyway, so she tries to interview Dean and Roman's having none of it. Backstage segment out of Roman Reigns, brilliant. Full of anger, it was good. It was solid. It was strong. Believable. And he said, I got a message for Bray Wyatt. He better find me before I find him. That's the Roman Reigns we want, and that's why this was important to have this feud. It needs to develop Roman Reigns, and it looks like that's exactly what it's going to be doing. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Hopefully that continues and this feud develops the way that I want it to, because it should be quite good. We'll see what happens. Dean Ambrose, he gives his woman no interview at all. He says, nah. And she just looks, I'm Gwen Stefani. I'm just a girl. I guess what they said to her was, don't speak, right? Because she looks like Gwen Stefani. I'm dead on Dave. And that's hilarious. Let's get back to SmackDown. Here we go. Okay, this is non-show related, but it made me laugh, and I wish I would have had it recorded. My wife just had a conniption. My daughter's hurting, and my wife's trying to drink a coffee. Keep in mind, it's noon right now in Germany, okay? My wife works between 2 and 10, 2 and 11, something like that. She gets home, and, she goes to sleep, whatever, right? So she can't drink her coffee because we keep she's right here on the other side of this window drinking coffee right now because she hates me, so she's away from me. But she's right here. See? What? Babe! What? See? She's right there. You heard her. And she's drinking coffee, and she's really upset because we asked her for something. So she comes in here like a house of fire. Can I drink my coffee before I murder everybody? And then she said something so funny that I wish I would have been recording. I've been up since 9 o'clock, damn it! Because she had to take Alicia into the doctors. That's so funny to me. I've been up since 9 o'clock, you sons of bitches. 9 o'clock. Oh, my God. What? She's still going off. What has the world come to? I've been up since 9. Do you understand? That's fucking ridiculous. It's 9 o'clock. What the hell? I love it. I think it's so funny. It's so funny. I was in the Army for 10 years, married to her. Get up at 5:30 every morning so I can get the PT and everything. Physical training. Yeah. And I got up at 9 and I'm exhausted. I usually get up at 10 every day. But 9 o'clock, that's unacceptable. In reality, she got up around 9:30, but it's okay. I'll let her say what she wants to so she doesn't get upset. Enjoy your coffee, baby. Baby? Enjoy your coffee. Thank you. You're welcome. Back to SmackDown. 21 and a half minutes in, and wow, holy crap. I have to admit, that was a pretty damn good Divas match. Brie Bella, and that's the surprising part, Brie Bella and Paige, and they had a really solid back and forth match. It was a good fight. I mean, we had a sunset flip off the top rope into a powerbomb by Brie. Look, Brie's looked a lot better lately. I got to give her a little bit credit here. She has performed better. She's looking like she's better. I think when I was criticizing her before about her strength issues, I think it had to do with the fact that she was hurt. I think she was hurt and she didn't tell anybody, and that's why she missed some time. And now she's feeling a little bit better, and I think that it shows. She's much better than she's shown in recent history, but now she's looking a hell of a lot better. I thought this was a very good match with Paige. So it was entertaining. At the very least, that's the thing. It was entertaining. No matter how technical it might or might not have been, it was entertaining. There was a little bit of botching by Brie. Either that was a planned fall or she actually fell over Paige completely, which is hysterical. Either way. So Paige is about to get the victory, but then Alicia Fox comes out and knocks her off the top rope and allowing Brie to hit the X Factor on Paige to get the victory. And then, to make it more interesting, Alicia goes to the top of the ramp with Brie and celebrates with her and Nikki, where they give her Bella clothing to wear. So obviously there is a stable that is starting to be developed here, and Team Bella is starting to grow. Now that's interesting. That's interesting because I think that this is the whole idea of they're going to grow this into basically the entire locker room against Paige. And even if not, that they're going to divide the Divas locker room, it's pretty damn brilliant because you have the Divas side and then whoever decides to side with Paige doesn't really matter because it's the people that she's going to go get from NXT is what's going to be interesting. Because when all seems lost, and look, you know what? I'm thinking Survivor Series looks like a pretty good place if they have not made a debut by then. When all seems lost, Paige goes to the Divas down there in NXT and brings up, I don't know, Sasha Banks. I don't know, maybe Charlotte, maybe even Becky Lynch, and boom, we've got a Diva War, and we have a situation that matters, and I think that would be awesome. I'm really excited about that, if that is in fact the way they're going. So, for this type of storyline, Charlotte seems the most logical to be brought up. If it's just going to be like Paige and somebody versus the world, Charlotte seems the most logical because... Let's face it, Sasha Banks is kind of a biatch, but I like her. But she'd be more inclined to go with the Bellas, one would think. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be quite interesting. I'm excited about it. What do you guys think? Does this make you interested in Divas? Does it make you want to hashtag give Divas a chance? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's get back to SmackDown, shall we? Almost 26 minutes in. Oh, man. I'm sorry. 30. No, I was right. 26 minutes in. It's only been 26 minutes. Jesus H. Christ. 26 minutes in. And Kevin Owens backstage with Renee Young, Gwen Stefani, Renee Stefani. And this is why we love Kevin Owens so much. He's just, everything he does is natural and good. You know, it's just hysterical. You know, she's questioning why he didn't put up the NXT title. He said, title, no title, what does it matter? I beat him. Say I beat him. She says it. Then he says, use the microphone. Use the microphone. That was great. She says it again. Thank you. It's great. That Kevin Owens is so good at what he does because it just seems real. He makes you question the reality lines. And that's when wrestling's at its best. Let's face it. Then something interesting happens. A shadow emerges and a giant looking Cesaro. Cesaro comes out looking like the Jolly Green friggin' Giant. I did not realize that Cesaro was that big, but he next to Kevin Owens, holy shit. I didn't realize Cesaro was that tall. And Cesaro cuts a nice little promo and challenges him to a match. And because he's tired of talk Owens talk and he wants to get with fight Owens fight. So yeah, it's awesome. And you want to step in the ring with the king of swing, and then he caps it with a beautiful ending line, just so there's no miscommunications. And he softly caresses Kevin Owens' shoulder. I put my hands on you first. Beautifully done by Cesaro. You know what? This is important. It's not just a match. This is Cesaro showing that he could step up in the back, and hopefully he'll do the same in the ring with Kevin Owens. This is a big thing. This could be a very big deal because right now Cesaro needs to take advantage of the positive momentum that he's had with Tyson Kidd and the fact that Tyson Kidd is out. So now Cesaro really does need to go ahead and make some strides to show the WWE that he is still viable as a singles competitor. And this is a good first step. We'll see the match he has with Kevin Owens. I'm expecting it to be very good, but I've been disappointed before. Let's get back to SmackDown and see what's next, shall we? Ugh, God, 29 and a half minutes in, and oh my God. So we get Dolph Ziggler and Lana. They come out, and that's fine. By the way, I'm starting to dig their chemistry between the two of them a little bit more. I don't really know why that is, but I am. I'm starting to buy their relationship a little bit more. Then Bo Dallas comes out and just cuts a screechy, barely coherent promo that, you're on the rebound. Believe. I'd swipe left. God, Bo Dallas sounds like that annoying Simpsons character. I have to ask my manager. Oh, God, I hate Bo Dallas so much. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Don't worry about what
I'm just asking what you're doing because maybe I want a salad or something.
No. I'm making a baby some food.
I have a very mean wife who won't make me a salad. It's okay. She, along with all of you, will appreciate me a lot more when I die. All right? Which probably won't be that soon. Let's face it, I'm a walking heart attack waiting to happen. That's why I'm trying to get a salad. But it's okay, though. I have to put it. Everybody has their crosses to bear, and this is mine. I'm just kidding. I just want to start some shit. Are you doing the pee-pee dance?
No, I have to shit.
Oh, you're doing a poo-poo dance.
Yeah.
She's got to take a dump. My wife has to take a dump. They care. Oh, believe me, they care. Hashtag Melanie takes a dump. Trend it.
Bunny has to boom boom.
Bunny has to boom boom. Bunny make boom boom. That's right. I forgot where the hell I was at. Oh, yeah, Bo Dallas sucks. That promo sucked. Let's get to the match, and hopefully the match won't suck. But I have a feeling it probably will. Let's get back. I'm feeling goofy today. I'm a goofy man. Let's get back to it, shall we? About 31 minutes in, and look, it wasn't a bad match. It was quick, short, back and forth action, pretty interesting. But it wasn't an epic encounter at all, and Dolph Ziggler gets the victory relatively easily, and then plants his own finishing maneuver on Lana. And Rusev is in the back, and he goes apeshit. He's not happy about the fact that they're kissing. That could be real. But they missed a perfect opportunity. You want to get Rusev a little more over. He should have smashed that fucking monitor and not just with his cane. And then, no, I don't care about all that. Smash the monitor because that's understandable in any friggin' language. Let's get back to SmackDown. It's time for a new day. I believe Xavier Woods versus the new sensation, the man that gravity forgot, Neville, and his purple cape. Let's see what happens. 36 and a half minutes in, and the matches are coming fast and furious now. Now we're getting a bunch of matches, and we just got Xavier Woods versus Neville, as I just said. And it was a good match. I mean, look, a lot of back and forth. Xavier Woods showed some good stuff. Neville showing further development in his moveset. We're seeing different variations of his high-flying ability when he goes over the top rope, which is really cool. And the fact that he almost always sticks to landing is really cool as well. The New Day tried to get involved. And then the tag team champions, that's right, the tag team champions, primetime players come out and even the odds. After a little bit more action in the ring, all hell breaks loose out on the floor. Everybody getting involved. I think Titus O'Neil about murdered Kofi Kingston as he threw him into the barrier. Looked like he dropped him on his head. Maybe he is dangerous, Joe Cronin. Maybe you were right. And Big E absolutely levels him. And then Darren Young waffles him right in the mush with a right hand. It was... Could have been a left hand. I don't know if he's lefty or not. And boom, just down goes Big E. Down goes Frazier. And it was awesome. Then Neville hits a nasty little enziguri, and boom, Xavier Woods is down on the ground. And another picture-perfect, beautiful red arrow by the man that gravity forgot, the new sensation, Neville. Good match. Entertaining, lots to see. But things are happening fast and furious. We're getting a lot of matches now. This is the type of booking that I like to see. Smart matches, not necessarily long epics. Hopefully, there's still half of a SmackDown left. We're going to get some longer matches to talk more about, and that'll make this show more balanced, because that's the most important thing when we're talking about SmackDown or any live television program, is you have to be balanced. You can't just have it one speed, and that's what WWE seems to be getting right now, seems to be understanding. It's about that balance. So let's see if they continue that balance. Let's see what happens next, shall we? About 50 minutes in, and we just got a really, really good promo out of Seth Rollins. And again, this is how it has to be. These really good promos are just building one on top of another. And Seth killed it. He really did. He came out and he tried to justify the reason why he looked like a scared puppy dog, because he was realizing that he's not, in fact, scared of Brock Lesnar, and he realized that this is how it has to be. I hope he backs up his words that he just gave in that promo when he actually sees Brock Lesnar, because I want to see that badass Seth Rollins that we saw when he got face-to-face with Brock in the past. That's the Seth Rollins that I want to pay to see. That's the Seth Rollins I want as my World Heavyweight Champion. Because the fact is, I know how good Seth is. We all know how good Seth is. So when he backs it up and he looks like a badass, it's best for business. And him and Brock are an amazing, amazing combination. And I think it could be a very good match, because Seth will let him throw him around the ring. And Brock sells so damn well. So I think it'll work really, really nicely. But it's the promo stuff that worried me. It's the stuff in between, and not because of Heyman or anything like that. It's because of Seth Rollins. I was worried that they were going to neuter him once again. They did on Raw, but now it seems like he's got his bullocks back up, if you know what I'm saying. And it's pretty interesting. I'm pretty happy to see it. So, A+ promo out of you, Seth. Keep it up. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next thing on SmackDown. Don't you cough on my broadcast! You go to the other room and cough.
I was in the other room.
But they're connected. There's no divider. Coughing. Can you believe the audacity of some people to cough when I'm recording a show? How dare some people?
I'm sorry, I didn't cough Dave style.
What's cough Dave style? What's that mean? That's my cough?
Yeah.
No, that's my sneeze, and it's epic. And don't ever make fun of my sneezes again. I can't believe the abuse I have to put up with. First, she coughs on my broadcast, and then she makes fun of the epic sneeze. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Back to SmackDown, everybody. Here we go. Little backstage segment with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Roman really selling the trauma to him, where he's completely taken out of his game. And he's like, let's just get this done. I got to go home. I like that. That was kind of cool. We'll see where that goes from there. But I like what Roman Reigns is doing right now. Once again, I think that this feud is very important to his future. So this could be the turning point of Roman Reigns for a lot of us smart wrestling fans who know so much, because Lord knows we know everything. But this could be the one to change a lot of your minds. So we'll see if that works out. Let's go ahead and check out the next match. See what happens. About an hour and some change, about an hour and 2-3 minutes into the event, and we got Kevin Owens and Cesaro. Best match of the night so far. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The crowd sucked. There it is. The crowd sucks. This Buffalo crowd is horrible. Horrible. Just like the NXT crowd was on this week's NXT. It was really, really down. And this Buffalo crowd is terrible, man. It took until this match for me to really realize it, because you give them the benefit of the doubt through most of the night. But when you see a match of that caliber, we saw some great spots throughout that match, some great moments, a lot of really good wrestling moves. Man, Kevin Owens is a better technical wrestler than I or pretty much anybody else really gives him credit for, because he does so many different things and he continues to innovate. But Cesaro innovated a lot in this match too. And because he has so much strength, because he's able to pick up anybody in so many different positions, you see him do slams that we've really never seen before. And he did that to Owens on 2 separate occasions during this match, and it was really interesting. Cesaro is upping his game with these springboards where he's twisting into an uppercut. It's amazing to watch. And then Kevin Owens is returning in kind by springboarding and twisting into a bulldog. I mean, the whole damn thing. Or I'm sorry, a DDT, not a bulldog. And it's awesome. It's really cool, man. This match was very good, very solid. Kevin Owens wins with a pop-up powerbomb. Great match. Cesaro stepping up. But this crowd was dead, and I think it really took something away from the match. You cannot underestimate how important a crowd's reaction can be to the feel of a match, and Buffalo just seems dead. Well, I would be too if I was home to the Sabres and the no Connor McDavids and lose your head coach and nobody wants to play there. I'd be that way too. I'd feel the same way too. My heart would be ripped out of my chest as well. Put all your hopes in Rex Ryan, Buffalo fans. The Bills are going to be good. Don't count on it, mofos. Don't count on it. Let's get back to Smack Diggity Down. An hour and 15, we're about to get to the main event, and we just saw a few things. We saw the Dusty Rhodes tribute video again. Not getting tired of it. Still love seeing it. And The Miz, which I got to be honest, I started to skip through, and then I heard some of the lines that he was saying, and they were pretty damn funny. So I watched the entire segment of The Miz breaking down movies, and he gets to Big Show's movie and talks about Dean Cain. It's pretty funny. It's honestly pretty entertaining. And the cool thing is he turns it into a whole spiel about how good the Intercontinental Championship would look around his waist. So, you know what? Good job by The Miz. I give The Miz a lot of shit because he's, terrible and everything. But I got to give him some credit. That was a good backstage segment. And just, again, another good moment on SmackDown. Just constant flowing of good stuff. This is the best SmackDown I've seen in a long time. Hopefully it ends strong with a really good main event. Let's see what happens. End of the show, good match. And you know what? Borderline and great match. And I figured it out. The Buffalo fans are not horrible. They just like who they like, and they like Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. They were very much into this match throughout the entire thing. Dean Ambrose did his thing. He got beat up like he usually does really good. Roman Reigns stayed on the sidelines and then got his hot tag, in which he went apeshit, started Superman punching everybody and doing his thing. Very prototypical. I enjoyed that kind of style for this match because Kane being involved, it does limit some of the good epic moments you're going to get. But for his part, Kane doesn't and this is kind of Kane's thing. He might not do anything to elevate a match to really epic proportions, but he normally doesn't do anything to really tank a match either. Other than being slow and old, but that's not his fault. He's slow and old. He is old and slow. It's not his fault. It's just reality. It's just, old people get slow. He's old. He's gotten slow. Okay. So I don't think he does a lot to really hinder matches on the whole. And this was one of those cases. He didn't bring a lot to it, but at the same time, he didn't really hurt it either. What made the match really good was the ending. Roman's about to get the victory with it looks like he's about to spear Sheamus's body off his body. And Bray comes on the Titantron with a picture, again, of him and his daughter. And this once again rattles Roman Reigns. Rattles him to the point where he doesn't see the bro kick that catches him right in the side of the mush. And boom, 1, 2, 3, Sheamus gets the victory. Then Bray creepily says, "Happy Father's Day." Lights go out, come back up, and Roman is sitting there with a picture of his daughter and him. And it's powerful, it's a powerful message. And to see Roman Reigns, this is why Roman was getting acting lessons. This is why. Because they knew they were going to go into such a highly crafted, high emotional program. And so, Jesus, that's hysterical. That's why he's been going through acting lessons. That makes sense. And he's sitting there, and he looks completely distraught and downtrodden. and despondent and all kinds of these good D words that encapsulate despair. I don't know why I got stuck in the D's in the dictionary apparently, or the thesaurus, whatever. I'm stupid. See, I don't know. But it was good. It brought a little bit extra to the main event. Didn't put a lot of emphasis on Dean Ambrose, but he got his earlier on in the night and in the match, so I was cool with that. Really good ending to the show. Solid show overall. I think 7.5775, just the same as I'd give Raw. Really thought it was a good show. It's been a week of solid television from WWE. All like my bowel movements, solid. And it's been very good all in all. I enjoyed it. This week on SmackDown, no exception. Best SmackDown I've seen in months. Most entertaining. Everything seems to... I'm thinking this is Triple H's doing, because to me, it seems like Raw and SmackDown are feeling more like NXT. The way that it is... the flow of Raw and SmackDown, not the overall product, because that's always going to be the same, but the flow, the way that they move things, it feels like Triple H is getting in the ear of certain people, and it's working. That's just if I had to guess, because that's what it seems like to me, and this is a good thing. This is a really good thing. Who would have thought 1996, this kid comes into the WWE, that one day Triple H would be the savior of WWE and perhaps the wrestling industry. Oh, I know that's going to piss some people off, these Triple H haters. The fat man just said that he's the savior of wrestling. He just said Triple H is the savior of wrestling. What an asshole. Maybe I am. That's okay, though. Look, my words mean nothing. The actions and what we're seeing on screen certainly do. So, that's all I've got. Thanks for joining me once again right here on Dead on Dave Productions. I hope you enjoyed this edition of your SmackDown review. And I hope you join us for tomorrow, Nerd and the Jerk. Yeah, it's back and it's bigger than ever. We got a giant-sized Nerd and the Jerk with the original Jerk, Jim. And he's bringing along a man of infamous talents. The one, the only Bango. Now, if you don't know who these guys are, I highly suggest you go check out Soul Crushing Radio on iTunes. The show no longer exists, but it's still there. You can still watch the old episodes. These guys were crazy. They were insane. They were intense. They were hilarious. And I think you'll really dig them. And I got 2 of them coming to my channel this week, Nerd and the Jerk. Check it out. Also, check out my CM Punk Hulk Hogan video I did earlier about why CM Punk is once again ruining something, because that's what he does. This friggin' insufferable elitist douchebag. Go check that video out. I guarantee it'll make you smile or make you rage fuck something. Which who doesn't like a good rage fucking every now and then? It's not such a bad thing. Anyways, that's all I've got. Thanks for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions. We'll see you next time. Check out Joe Cronin's show over at the Joe Cronin Show on YouTube, and my boy Tommy C over at Shot from the Point on YouTube. Make sure you check all that stuff out. We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Peace.